Something wonderful happened in my life in the last, how long has it been now? 8 months or so? Something great came along, and I feel like I've almost not let myself really enjoy it a lot of the time. Because I've just been in doubt about whether or not this particular aspect of my life is going to stay the same now that it's in a place that I'm really, really happy about. And I just had an epiphany recently that maybe the fact that I don't know how long it's here to stay means that I should just enjoy it while it's here. I talked to my mom a lot about this. My mom has always been a really good form of support, has put up with a lot of my nasty moods. Not generally toward her, but just toward myself and my circumstances. And with regards to this particular thing, she said to me recently, sometimes the universe just gives you something really, really good. And sometimes you can just say thank you for it. There are plenty of times when the universe gives you something that you can't stand, and you get angry and barky about it. That's fine too. But when it gives you something good, sometimes you can just say thank you. And you don't have to pick apart whether you've done enough to deserve it. You don't have to pick apart whether you're really worthy of it. You don't have to analyze every possible way that you could lose it, so try to preempt those things to keep it here. Sometimes you can just say thank you. There is a lot of abundance and a lot of opportunity for wonderful things to come to you. And just remember that, man. Just remember that. Especially remember that a lot of the time when you're feeling your absolute worst, it's right on the brink of you reaching some great new higher plateau. Of you jumping up to a new level. Of something else great coming in. You lose something great, well, it makes room for something else great to come in. A lot of great things take up a lot of time and energy, and so you don't have room in for your life for too many great things sometimes. So you lose one, guess what? There's a new one coming along, and it could be better than the great thing that you already lost. Yeah, just say thank you sometimes. I still haven't totally figured out how I feel about like a general gratitude practice. I mean, gratitude is super important, but I think forcing myself to be grateful becomes just another disciplinary hitting myself on the head with a yardstick kind of thing. But gratitude is really, really important. The recognition of all these wonderful things that have become so commonplace in your life as just the norm, as just things that are supposed to be there. And if I lose them, then that's a bad thing. Okay, well, if it is such a bad thing to lose them, isn't it a great thing that you have them right now? See, it's very, very hard when I talk about all the ways that I could be doing better to not just be very hard on myself. The whole point of gratitude is that I feel better. Just remember that any sort of redirection that I give myself is because I want myself to feel better. Is because I want myself to have a more stable sense of well-being. It's because I want me to remember that everything will be okay. Yeah, it's been a real struggle, and it's still something that I struggle with my financial situations. I got, whoa, when I just said this, I got a little flutter in my stomach, like, don't say it, you're going to jinx it. My financial situation is pretty decent right now. It's pretty decent right now, and that's scary to me. Let it be scary. Let that fear be there. I'm not saying get rid of it. But just remember that in the midst of the fear, you can just say, thank you. Thank you for all that I already have. Only by appreciating what I already have will I be able to appreciate the enormous gifts that I fantasize about getting somewhere in the future.